Go to war with yourself. Not with words, not with fleeting thoughts, but with unrelenting action. The greatest battles are not fought on distant fields, they rage within, unseen but devastating. Your mind is the battlefield, your habits the enemy, your weaknesses the insurgents. Peace within is a lie told by the comfortable to avoid the fight. Comfort breeds complacency, and complacency is defeat. To win, you must become both the aggressor and the defender, relentless and unforgiving. War is not a choice, it is a necessity. The enemy within knows you well. It hides in the quiet corners of your mind, disguised as doubt, fear, laziness. It knows your every weakness because it is born of you. It whispers that you are safe, that change is unnecessary, that the battle can wait for another day. To listen is to lose. To hesitate is to fall. The war with yourself does not allow for rest or retreat. It demands blood, sweat, and resolve. Only one version of you survives, and the weaker one must burn. This war is not fair. The enemy within cheats, striking in moments of vulnerability, using your own voice to deceive you. It is cunning, adaptive, and relentless. But you are stronger. To defeat it, you must become unpredictable, ruthless, and brutal in your resolve. You cannot negotiate with yourself. The weaker you will always bargain for ease. Ignore its pleas, crush its hope. The stronger you must take control with no mercy for the self that clings to mediocrity. Victory in this war demands sacrifice. Comfort will be the first casualty. Every indulgence, every excuse, every moment of weakness must be torn apart and discarded. The self that clings to them will scream for reprieve, but it must be silenced. To rise, you must strip yourself bare, leaving nothing but the raw will to conquer. Sacrifice is painful, but pain is the only currency the battlefield accepts. Greatness is not given. It is taken by those willing to endure the agony of transformation. The weapons in this war are not swords or guns, they are discipline, resilience, and focus. Discipline is the shield that deflects temptation. Resilience is the armor that absorbs failure. Focus is the blade that cuts through distraction. These are not gifts. They are forged in the fire of battle. Each day is another skirmish, each choice another strike. The enemy within waits for a lapse, a moment of hesitation. Do not give it one. Strike first, strike often, and strike with purpose. The shadows of your mind will betray you. They will show you paths of ease, shortcuts to nowhere, illusions of safety. These are traps. The weaker self lays them, hoping to lead you astray. To go to war with yourself is to walk through these shadows, unblinking and unyielding. The strong do not seek the light, they carry it with them. The war does not end in the shadows, it ends when you own them. Make them yours. Turn them into your weapon. Victory is not permanent. The war with yourself never truly ends. Each victory breeds new challenges, new enemies, new battles to fight. Complacency is the assassin that strikes when you think you've won. The moment you let your guard down, the weaker self begins to rise again. The war is eternal, but so is your strength. To fight is not to win a single battle. It is to live as a warrior, unbroken and unbowed. The battlefield is your mind, and you are its master. Humor lives in this war, dark and cutting. The weaker self mocks your effort, laughs at your struggle, taunts you with the idea that the fight is futile. But the stronger you can laugh back, knowing that every step forward is another nail in the coffin of the enemy within. There's no greater irony than the weaker self thinking it can outlast the will of one who refuses to surrender. The war is brutal, but the victory is worth the scars. The spoils of this war are not material. They are intangible, yet priceless. Self-respect, confidence, power. To go to war with yourself is to demand more than survival. It is to demand mastery. The weaker self fears this mastery because it means its annihilation. But the stronger you craves it, thrives on it, becomes unstoppable with it. To fight this war is to claim what is rightfully yours. The best version of yourself, forged in the fire of battle and tempered by victory. Stop thinking. Start doing. Go to war with yourself, for the enemy within fears your action more than anything else. It thrives on hesitation but crumbles under relentless movement. To act is to fight. To fight is to win. And in this war there is no room for the weak. Victory belongs to the bold, and the battlefield is yours to claim. Always, every dream has an expiry date. Time does not wait for the hesitant, and life has no patience for the unprepared. The clock ticks mercilessly, its rhythm a constant reminder that nothing lasts forever. Dreams fade when action is absent, decaying into nothing more than distant memories of what could have been. To cling to a dream without movement is to watch it rot in your hands. Time offers no apologies, no second chances. It demands urgency, and only those who act with purpose will see their dreams rise before the sands run out. Life is uncertain, a game played without rules, where the outcome is never guaranteed. The weak hope for stability, for clarity, for signs that will never come. They wait for the perfect moment, blind to the fact that the perfect moment is nothing more than an illusion. The strong understand that life's uncertainty is its greatest challenge and its greatest opportunity. To act is to gamble with the unknown, but to hesitate is to guarantee failure. The uncertain path is the only path worth taking. War with your current state is not a choice. It is the only option. To remain where you are is to accept defeat before the battle even begins. Complacency is the silent killer, wrapping you in false comfort as it slowly drains your potential. The life you despise will not change itself. The walls of your existence do not crumble on their own. To wage war on your state is to demand transformation, to reject stagnation, to burn the bridges that lead back to mediocrity. The life you live today is built on choices you made yesterday. Every habit, every decision, every hesitation has shaped the reality you now endure. To change this state, you must go to war with the choices that bind you. It is a brutal battle, one that spares no part of you. Every weakness, every fear, every excuse must be torn apart. The weaker self will resist, clinging to the comfort of the familiar. But comfort is a coffin, and only the ruthless escape it. The greatest enemy in this war is not the world, it is you. The mind whispers lies of safety, of time, of second chances. It tells you that the battle can wait, that the struggle is unnecessary. But these are the words of the weaker self, the part of you that fears the fire of transformation. To win this war, you must silence those whispers, drown them out with the roar of relentless action. The mind must serve the will, or it becomes the enemy. There is no fairness in this war. The world does not care about your struggles, your dreams, your ambitions. It moves forward, cold and indifferent, crushing the idle beneath its weight. To fight against your state is to fight against the apathy of existence itself. The weak seek fairness. The strong create their own terms. War is not fair, but it is necessary. Only those who embrace its brutality will rise above the chains that hold them down. The life you desire will not come to you. It will not knock on your door waiting for you to open it. It must be taken, seized with both hands, wrestled from the grip of the ordinary. This is not a gentle process, it is war, violent, relentless, unforgiving. To wage this war is to destroy the life you have now, to burn it to the ground and rebuild it from the ashes. The weak fear this destruction. The strong understand it is the only path to freedom. Dreams without action are nothing more than fantasies. The life you want is not built on wishes. It is built on blood and sweat, on sacrifice and suffering. To fight for it is to endure pain, to embrace the struggle, to destroy the weaker self that clings to comfort. Every moment wasted in hesitation is another nail in the coffin of your dreams. War is the only answer. War with your state, with your habits, with everything that holds you back. The clock never stops. The time you waste today will never return, and every second spent in inaction is another step toward failure. Life is uncertain, brutal, and fleeting. To sit still is to accept defeat. The strong rise because they act, because they fight, because they refuse to wait. War with your current state is the only way forward. The weaker self will cry out for rest, for reprieve, for mercy. Give it none. Show it no kindness, no pity, no pause. Go to war with yourself because the life you want will not wait for you. Time moves, the clock ticks, and only the strong will rise before the dreams they hold expire.